Hello kids, welcome to Kids Church. Get ready, we're going to have games and Bible stories and we're going to have some worship songs, so please let's get your singing voice on. We're going to hand over to Com and Piang for the first song. Hooray!
Now we're going to sing This Little Light of Mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time, just a little. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you, everyone.
So welcome kids to today's Kids Church Challenge, and we're doing about Jesus healing the paralysed man. Do you know that one? The friends, they dug through the roof, they destroyed a man's roof. It's not very nice, but we thought, hey, we can do that, can't we?
We can't destroy a roof, no.
We can't destroy a
We
roof.
looked into it and it's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
You know, legal regulations.
Yeah, but we can destroy a banana,
And a wall.
a wall, no wall, a roll,
Roll.
one of these, a green, a light bulb, and a bar of milk chocolate that's melted in the sun. So how are we going to play this?
So what we're going to do basically is we're going to chuck things at a wall and we're going to destroy them. Whoever has the most destroyed objects is the winner. We don't currently have a cameraman, so we're going to have to choose that ourselves. And so you can tell that it's just the boys this week because we've decided to just destroy things and throw stuff.
Yes. Does it have to be at the wall?
Well, it doesn't have to be.
So, like, we
but
can
then for the
smash
sake
it
of
anyway.
but for the sake of the camera, it looks quite set up so that you can.
I mean, I could smash that in any way I want.
Yeah, but it would look cool against the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with pretty straightforward. We'll start with a banana. Right, do you want to go first?
No, Ethan go first.
All right.
Yeah, the banana.
I'm
Your
gonna
turn
use
at
it.
the banana, go.
I'm going to try and utilise the wall.
Yeah, go for it. Ah, you look
All right,
very
how's the
smart.
banana looking? All right, that's too fair.
How does a banana look? Oh, that's
That's not bad.
pretty mullet banana, I would say.
It's not bad.
My go.
Utilise the wall.
Oh,
Whoa!
oh yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, what's my banana like?
Okay, so let's judge it.
Let's judge it.
Round one.
I think that was yours.
Yeah.
Ethan won
I
that
actually
one.
got
1-0
that
to
one.
Ethan.
Okay, so it's 1-0 to me.
Chocolate?
Let's go roll
Roll.
next.
Roll next.
Roll's going to be well, it's how you want to do it. You get one action. So you
I've got to
you
destroy
can't
it.
do that because that's not one action. That's
Okay.
quite easy to do.
I can eat
That's the only action. So now it's got to go out. So you can't shoot.
it.
Alright, pick it up.
That wasn't a good
Okay.
idea.
Alright.
Okay, you've got to beat that. Aha, off you go.
Oh. I'm using apparatus.
Ah.
Can this be seen? I don't think this can be seen. Can you hold this like that?
No, not when you're going to hit it. Okay. You hit my hand, I'm going to cry, okay? Oh no.
It's more of a donut now.
It is a bit like a donut actually.
Oh, there you are.
It's a donut.
Okay, so I would say
I would
yours
say
is destroyed.
I won that one.
Yeah, I would say
One
yours is
all.
destroyed.
One all.
I'll take that. Chocolate bar?
Chocolate bar. You can go first.
Alright.
They're very melty.
Yeah, I think this. My one action is to leave this in the sun until the end of the game.
That's a good idea.
Well, yours
Don't
is more
leave
melty.
chocolate in the sun because it melts, ladies and
Yours
gentlemen.
is more melty. Oh, that's nice. I'm not part of my action.
Yeah, that was about
I'm gonna throw myself at the wall.
it. In front of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready? She's a bit of show. Oh! Oh! Don't tell Nikki about the wall.
Sorry,
Okay, my guy. Against the wall. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
Yours didn't actually break. These are yours. They just bent.
Let's have a look.
These are
Bendy. That's a bit, yeah.
These are mine. They broke.
I think you
To
won
the wall. All right, 2-1 to me. Is it?
What next? Watermelon or the...
Which one would look better? The glass.
I don't know. Glass. I don't know. Watermelon. I don't
We
know.
go watermelon. No, because we're gonna want to clear up the light.
We
So,
are.
let's go watermelon next. You start with the watermelon.
Watermelon. So watermelon against the wall. Are you ready?
Yeah, stand back, kids.
Don't
Watch out for the glass.
Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh, it's not red, but it's very
It's not
smashed.
red.
It's absolutely destroyed.
It's fully destroyed.
And very
That's
very
a good
not
angle.
not red. Quite nice though.
So I think the technique is to do it like a throw-in, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
kind of what you went for. All right, let's go.
Don't tell Nikki about her wall, children.
What?
Are you ready?
I've got awful aim,
Okay.
so I hope I don't hit the glass.
Yeah, don't hit the glass, hit the wall.
Yeah.
Oh!
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 These are two
I
pretty
think- I think-
evenly split
I
watermelons.
think I won that. Makes it
What? How?
2-all. I think 2-all.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll
2-all.
say that, but I mean, it's all
Two-
just the same mesh of water.
2-all.
But
It's
yeah, all right.
children's work, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
the last one is glass.
Last one. Who would have think this up? Ethan, man.
I did
Not
think
glass.
of this. I did think of this. This is very silly.
Light bulb. Who's going first?
You go first.
Did I? No, I went first last time. Sure you.
All right.
Don't put light bulbs in your mouth, children. Or throw them anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, all get them out of a packet.
Okay.
Right.
I don't think it's glass anyway. I think that's plastic.
It's plastic. It is plastic, actually. Okay, you go first.
All right.
Yeah, from this side or that side?
I'll go for this side.
Okay, you ready? Try and hit the wall and not the house. Oh!
Whoa.
It bounced. These are plastic and they bounce. Right now, my
Oh,
go.
no.
How did you do? Let's have a look at it.
Didn't even.
Let's have a look at it. It didn't even dent it. We knew it was plastic all the time.
Didn't
We
even
didn't.
dent it. There's not even a mark. That was chucked
Really?
at a wall and it has
Yeah.
no. These are good light bulbs.
If you're going to buy light bulbs, buy bouncy
This is
ones.
an advert.
Outward for bouncy Tesco's
Bouncy
light bulbs. Are you ready, kids? 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Oh!
he missed the wall.
I completely
Didn't
missed.
even hit the wall.
Oh no!
And it's the same level of untouched. And the wall wasn't even hit.
Oh. Well, the wall wasn't hit,
The wall wasn't hit.
but I did a little scrapey bit.
I've got scrapey bits over here.
I don't know. It's a toy.
There we are. Look, that's
What we're
scrapey
gonna
bits.
do? What we're
Well,
gonna
I
do?
think you didn't even hit the wall.
I think I probably lost that. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I think if that was the premise of, I mean, it was up to you really.
No, I didn't hit the wall. I give you
You
that.
don't have a tiebreaker. We can
We don't-
find something that had a
a
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker. We didn't know.
Anything else to throw?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, no. Well, that's it then.
You gotta accept it. I didn't hit the wall.
It is
It's
what it is.
time to.
You're-
We're just gonna switch the camera angle. So Ethan's gonna switch it off and then switch it back on again.
No, it's not. I'm just
And
gonna
you'll
turn
not
it.
notice. And you'll not notice. Vlog it.
So the loser decided by the fact that the wall wasn't hit. You know, some might say that that's unfair, and I can understand why they would.
Don't get your iPhone wet.
But we didn't have a tiebreaker, so it is what it is.
No, I accept I didn't hit the wall.
So, as we all know, what happens to losers?
They eat melon.
They get they don't get to eat melon. They get guns. I'm just going to put a few more bits in the guns tank.
They get taken out for a very nice meal.
There you are. Let's see. Let's try and get this banana in. Can we do it? Oi! Yo! Nice. I usually, whenever it's a game, I entirely miss. All right. So we all know what happens to losers, don't we? We guns them.
Before we put the
Thank you for coming to Kids Club this week. Remember, Jesus can do anything like he healed
Oh,
the
oh, oh,
paralyzed
oh.
man. May you all enjoy it. Have a good week and we'll see you next time.
Oh, it's cold. That's cold today.
Did you know that sometimes when Jesus taught crowds, so many people came that people had to get creative if they wanted to get close? One day, the house Jesus was teaching in got so crowded that a group of friends decided to make a hole in the ceiling. They wanted to lower their paralysed friend, who couldn't walk, on a stretcher down in front of Jesus. I bet that people there were really surprised. Jesus was moved by the faith these men had shown and said to the paralysed man, "Friend, your sins are forgiven." The Pharisees who were listening were shocked and demanded to know how Jesus could forgive someone's sins. Because only God can forgive sins. Jesus wanted them to understand that he was the Son of God, so he told the paralysed man, "Get up, take your mat and go home." And you know what? He did just that.
Hello. I hope you enjoyed the story about the 4 friends that lifted their friend onto the roof on a mat and put him through that very roof to see Jesus that he might be healed. It certainly shows perseverance. I think it's quite a fun story. So I thought today we would make a mat to be just like the mat the man was put on in the story. And here's an example of a mat. Very easy to make. And I think you might find them, you can use them as placemats at home when they're done. And I'll show you how to do it now. So you're going to need some paper. If you've got coloured paper, that'll be really good. If you haven't got coloured paper, then you're going to have to paint or crayon or something to your white paper in order to use it for this craft. But you need to do both sides because both sides will show in the final craft. So you need that paper. You'll need a ruler, a pencil, a scissors, and some Pritt stick or some other kind of glue. So, how are we going to make our mat? Well, the first thing you need to do is get your piece of paper and fold it carefully as you can, in half. Make it as careful as you can, so your piece of paper is in half. Then this side where the opening is, you need to measure in 3.5 centimetres and draw a line down there. So you'll end up with a line straight down there, 3.5 centimetres. Then you see I've drawn other lines in, and these are 3 centimetres apart. So you need to mark them in and then draw your lines 3 centimetres apart, but leave blank this area here when you get to the line. Okay? So that's what you draw. I've drawn mine in black just so you can see it on the film, but probably best if you just use a pencil so it won't be so clear once you've finished your work. So once you've done that, you get your scissors and you need to cut your lines. Now you leave this down line as it is and just cut the across lines as far as the line that goes down. So you'll end up with this kind of arrangement. And then when you've done that, you open it out and flatten it out. Okay? So you have a reasonably flat piece of paper ready to make into the mat. Now you need to take your coloured paper. It's up to you how many colours you use. I've tended to use 2, but you can use all 7 colours, or you can make a rainbow mat, in fact, or you could just use 1 colour. Whatever you fancy doing, you can do. So you get your coloured paper, which is coloured however you've done it, and you draw in lines across, again 3 centimetres apart, 3 centimetres. You'll have 1 line at the top which is a little bit thin, and you discard that, and you take your scissors and you want to cut along the lines to make strips. So you go all the way down to the bottom of the line, and there we are. So you'll end up cutting your big piece of paper into lots of strips. So when I've done that, I've got my 2 colours. I've chosen red and green this time as my colours to use. So you take one strip and you get your sheet, and now you have to weave your strip in between the cut pieces. So you go all the way along, just like that. There we are. And that's the start of your pattern. Now, I haven't stuck mine down to begin with. I think it's best to try and put all the pieces of paper in first and then stick them down, because then you can shuffle them about a bit if needs be to look right. So then when you've done that, take a second colour, whatever you've chosen. And this time you need to do it the other way. So where this green one went over the top, this red one will go underneath. And again, you just weave it through the lines and just put it down. It's a bit easier to do than up in the air. I'll show you in a minute what I've done. And push it up into position. And there we have the start of our mat. You see I've done the two colours there? And you see how they make a checkerboard. Now Phil complained because he wanted it to be a chessboard, so it needed 8 squares each way, but unfortunately you can't fit 8 in easily, so we're going to go for 7, and he'll just have to put up with it. So you carry on doing that until you've gone right to the bottom. The last piece might be a little bit more difficult to get in, but it isn't too difficult, and you should be able to do it. And so then when you've got all the pieces in, you just shuffle them, make sure they're exactly where you want them to be. And then you take your glue stick or whatever you're using, and on both sides you need to stick just the last one into position. There, on that side, and the last one on that side, and then it slipped a bit. And then when you've done that, you turn it over and do the same on the other side. So the last one of that colour and the last one of that colour, and you do that all the way down until you end up with something like this, and that becomes your placemat to remind you of the mat that the man was lowered down through the roof on. If you want to make them more permanent to use, then you know someone who's got a laminator, then you can laminate them, and then you'll have them for as long as you need them, and you can just use them on your table at home to put your dinner on, and make a set for the family, and make a nice surprise for them this evening if you do that. And I hope that you enjoy making the mats to remind you that Jesus can heal and forgive sins, as he did with the man who went through the roof to get to him. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Right, wake up, you lazy maggots. Go on, Mr. D. Wake up. Come on, soldiers. Look sharp. Have we got anyone here? Mr. D. Yeah. Coral? Nice to have you join us today, Sergeant Coral. Let's practice that marching. Let's make sure we're in step. Put your left foot first. No, your left foot, Mr. D. Mr. D. Your left foot. That's your right foot. You're putting me off now. Left foot first. Put your right foot next. Better. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left, right, 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 left, right. Nice. Get there in the end. Got there in the end, guys. What I like. Who's got their armour on? We've got our armour on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Who's got their armour on? We've got our armour on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Think we're ready? I think we're ready. They're ready, aren't they? Yeah. Let's try it again, shall we? This time. better than that. We're soldiers of God. Let's put on his armour. Let's do the best we can. He's given us all the armour we need. Let's wear it proudly. Who's got their armour on? We've got our armour on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Who's got their armour on? We've got our armour on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Piece by piece we'll put it on. Let's go. You ready? They're ready. Are you ready? Shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit, the belt of truth, the helmet of salvation, the time-bound shoes with the readiness to share good news. One last time. The shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit, the belt of truth, the helmet of salvation, the time-bound shoes with the readiness to share good news. Okay, now soldiers, let's march out, let's march out. Left, right, 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 left, right.
Hey kids, so did you learn the lesson of Jesus who healed the paralyzed man? Have faith. Have faith for yourself and also have faith for your friend. Bring him to Jesus. Pray for your friend. Pray that they might be healed. That's a lesson from today. Jesus can change anything as he did with the paralyzed man. Amen. See you next week.